Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series fueled by Sunoco. This afternoon, the 60 over special, the Doug Hoffman Memorial. The Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series Big Block, Small Block Modifieds will be racing in a 60-lap feature, paying $60.60 to win, along with all the qualifying events. The Sportsman will be racing in a 40-lap feature, paying $44.44 to win. Both numbers significant in the career of the late Doug Hoffman. We'll also have the Victory Fuel wingless sprint cars on hand, as well as the 4 cylinders. A pleasant good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here at the Speedway. It looks like a beautiful afternoon as the cars are on the racetrack for the first time. We have the Victory Fuel wingless sprint cars leading off hot laps this evening as the cars are taken to the racetrack for the very first time. This is Dirt Draft Hot Laps here this afternoon. Thank you to Dirt Draft, the first recorded laps, hot laps at every Short Track Super Series event in 2025, presented by Dirt Draft, the first grassroots racing fantasy sports website and app. The Dirt Draft users pay a subscription of $5.99 per month or $59.99 annually for unlimited contests. Each contest is a salary draft with 5 drivers and a $100,000 salary cap. Sign up today, receive a free t-shirt. Learn more at dirtdraft.com. That is dirtdraft.com. Dirt Draft Hot Laps, ready to kick off today's racing program. Our program title sponsor for today and last night's opening event is Iceless. Thanks again to Iceless, de-icing agents and salt melting agents for wintertime use. They are the weekend presenting sponsor. Tim Pitts alongside the voice here at Bridgeport Motorsports Park. Tim, we saw a great night of action here with the mass sprint cars, street stocks, 4 cylinders, a little timing session for the Sportsman and the Modifieds to get things started here at Bridgeport for 2025.
So right you are, Jeff. Certainly laid the groundwork last night, got the blood pumping, and I'll tell you, some of the best events were surprisingly in those 4-cylinder feature events. Those guys are rip-roaring and ready to go for the season as well. They put on a nail-biter the entire distance. Of course, the hot laps, the timed hot laps, they gave us a taste of what's in store here today. These guys are aching for racing out here in South Jersey.
Yeah, the timed hot laps yesterday were both for the Modifieds and the Sportsmen. Some interesting drivers already locked in and qualified for the Modified division. Dominic Buffalino, Logan Watt, and Billy Osmond III already qualified for today's 60-lap feature.
Of course, the family duel last night between father and son, Logan and Ryan, and twice Logan bested Daddy in the times.
Yeah,
awesome to see.
Yeah, our defending Belmont's Garage South Region Sportsman champion Logan Watt now making the move to the Modifieds, and he was the South Region champion last year, also our Sunshine Swing Sportsman champion, but he's now going to be a modified driver and qualified and unfortunately dropped out with brake issues at Port Royal last week, but could be a force to be reckoned with if anything last night was any indication. All right, the news, Victory Fuel sprint cars completing their hot laps here, part of Dirt Draft Hot Laps. The Sportsmen and the Modifieds will be timing their hot laps, and we'll be explaining that in a moment here. Our first on-track action of the afternoon for the 60 over special. Don't forget, you can keep up to date with the Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series fueled by Sunoco as we travel into our second decade of racing. The website is shorttracksuperseries.com. That is shorttracksuperseries.com. Facebook Short Track Super Series. Facebook Short Track Super Series. X at Short Track SS. Instagram at Short Track SS. And YouTube Short Track Super Series. Those are the social media outlets for the Short Track Super Series, now in the 12th anniversary season. Kevin Golden displaying the checkered flag here. Hot laps for the Victory Fuel wingless sprint cars. They are going to be a big part of the racing season in 2025 here at Bridgeport, as they were last year during the 2024 season. Don't forget, if you're looking for lineups, timing, scoring points, and more, the Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series fueled by Sunoco uses My Race Pass. My Race Pass. Don't miss out. Download the app today for My Race Pass for the Short Track Super Series. All right, Dirt Draft Hot Laps continuing. The Sportsmen and the Modifieds all drew today for which heat race they will be in. After that, they will be coming out for warm-ups by their heat race assignment, and they will be timed during their warm-up to determine the starting lineup in each heat race. And for the Sportsmen and the Modifieds both, they will be getting a bonus for the fastest car during hot laps today. So Sportsman Fastline Performance will be sponsoring the Hot Lap Hero, the driver recording the fastest time in dirt draft hot laps for each of the scheduled STSS Sportsman events will receive $50 cash courtesy of Fastline Performance, Chadwicks, New York. Fastline Performance, a full racing shock repair service center. Learn more at shocksbyfastline.com or like Fastline Performance on Facebook. Fastline Performance, Hot Lap Hero for the Sportsmen. And in the Modifieds, there will be ATL fuel cells. The driver recording the fastest time in dirt draft hot laps for each of the scheduled STSS modified events will receive $100 cash courtesy of the Ramsey, New Jersey-based ATL fuel cells. Aerotech Laboratories and its ATL fuel cell division have been leading the way with the creation of crash-resistant, flexible composite safety fuel cells since their inception in 1970. From its humble beginnings in a small New Jersey shop to its now commanding multiple facilities that span 2 continents worldwide, ATL has grown into a global household name within the motorsports, aerospace, marine, and defense industries. ATL located on Spear Road, Ramsey, New Jersey. Visit them on the web at atlinc.com. Give them a call at 201-825-1400 or like ATL Racing Fuel Cells on Facebook or Instagram. All right, Sportsman out first. So the Sportsman drivers will be having 4 heats today. So the first set of drivers out there, Colin Shane out of Lake Ariel, Pennsylvania in the 10K, Thomas Pritchka from Mays Landing, the 28T, Pete Serra out of Mays Landing in the 21, Jesse Herthler out of Boyertown, Pennsylvania in the 117. We also have the 74 Jax Yohn. He's out of Boyertown, Pennsylvania. He's in the Carroll's Tree Service sponsored race car. Jesse Herthler, the Pioneer Pole Building Springfield Meats race car, as they head into the corner. We also have out there Colin Shane. Colin's car sponsored by NEP Wireless and NEIC. The 21 of Pete Serra on the Speedway, sponsored by Haas Enterprises. Thomas Pritchka, track regular here, spent some time in the Modifieds last year between Modified and Sportsman competition. So right now, Jesse Herthler turning the quickest lap at 17.828, 17.828 for the first half of heat number 1 for the Sportsman. Second half will be coming out. Again, these are dirt draft hot laps, and they're trying to become the Fastline Performance Hot Lap Hero and get a $50 cash bonus. Second half of heat number 1 will find David Rogers out of Lafargeville, New York. David Rogers is in the number 44 in the WKC Krabby-sponsored race car. Joe Toth out of Upper Makefield, Pennsylvania, the Dave Adams Zone number 37. That is J&S Electrical Services, Danny's Pizza Pizzazz 37. Travis Hill out of Elmer, New Jersey in the Howie Finch Iceless number 4. Colin Cox out of Perkasie, Pennsylvania in the 59. That is the CTC Construction. Belmont's Garage, Stonebreaker Cabinetry 59. Dylan Madsen out of Spencertown, New York. He is in the Madsen Overhead Doors number 89. And Ronnie Solomon out of Hatfield, Pennsylvania, the Straub Tree Service number 22. Those are the second half of heat race number 1. Again, we will be the top 2 cars in time for each heat will be inverted in the timing session. Normally we do 3, but because we already have a couple of guys qualified from last night, 3 guys qualified from last night, but if they make it into the timing in the top 3 in the timing, then we'll invert 3. 5 cars will qualify from each Sportsman heat. There will be 4 heats for the Sportsman and 3 for the Modifieds today.
Good move. Joe Toth, the 37 car, the Dave Adams own. Danny's Pizza Pizzazz, bouncer number 37 Mount. New driver behind that entourage for this coming season here at Bridgeport. Picks up fast time right now, 17.590. 17.590. Bested Ronnie Solomon in the Straub number 22 car. Travis Hill was third. Herfler still hold on the fourth and Jan fifth in the first round. But Joe Toth now puts himself on the top of the shelf, upseating everybody from that first part of group number one.
So he is the fastest car from heat race group number one, the 37 of Joe Toth. So far he is your Fast Line Performance Sportsman Hot Lap hero. Second heat race coming out first half. Rob Teat coming out in the Johns Mansville Beacon Building Products Protect Roofing number 30 out of Southampton, New Jersey. Ryan Simmons, Belmont's Garage, Hessert Chevrolet number 14 out of Creambridge, New Jersey. Mikey Butler coming out in the short load Ready Mix Concrete 04 out of Bedminster, New Jersey. Jimmy Wires out of Tuckahoe, New Jersey. He is in the number 11A. And that's the lighter landscaping race car. Also coming out, Brian Rhodes, the Springfield Meats, number 28. He is out of Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania. Those are the first half of heat race number 2 on the Speedway. Running against their own heat race for timing to set the starting lineup. This is the first half of heat race number 2 in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. We'd also like to say thank you to Algonquin Motel, sponsoring the modified lap down go-around. First driver off the lead lap at the time of each caution receives the lap down, courtesy of Algonquin Motel, Bainbridge, New York. Visit algonquinmotel.com to learn more. Mike Butler pulls off the racetrack. Something wrong on that race car. What do we got, Tim?
Well, Jimmy Wires in the 11A car puts himself on the top shelf right now. 17.598 looks like it's going to stick. Ryan Simmons came out very, very strong and was holding on to things with the 17.625, but then the 17.598 that Jimmy Wires just pulled in with the Vital Landscape number 11A car puts him in the limelight for the first half of the second group here.
And Jimmy Wires coming back to race. He had been out of racing for a number of years. Used to be a sprint car racer with the limited sprints. Now he's back in racing stock cars. Came back last season here to Bridgeport. The lighter landscaping 11A. He's going to the scale. All right, second half of Heat 2 coming out right now. We've got Dylan Swinehart in the CNS Lawn and Landscape number 21P. The Monty Pool race car. He's out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. Steve Davis in the Iceless Howie Fenshow number 4 out of Creambridge. Ethan Bell, the defending champion here at Bridgeport and runner-up in our Belmont's Garage South Region Short Track Super Series points last year out of Piles Grove Township. The Easy Trucking and Rigging All-County Garage Door 14B. Howie Finch himself in the Iceless number 4 out of Blairstown, New Jersey. Howie Finch is in the green car. Steve Davis is in the red and black 4. Luke Bunning is in the Mims Napa Auto Parts number 91 car. And Paulie Hartwig III scheduled for this one in the number 73 in the Velocita race car out of Galloway, New Jersey. All right, group number 2B, if you will. Second half of heat race number 2. Howie Finch with 3 cars here, 3 of his number 4s. The white one that was out in the last group, that's Travis Hill. Travis normally here at Bridgeport running the Brett Cogdill car, running, since it's not a track point race, running the series race here with the Howie Finch team as he did at Port Royal last weekend. We'd also like to say thank you to some more of our great Short Track Super Series marketing partners when we get a chance. Again, Fast Line Performance Hot Lap hero right now so far, Joe Toth. As we continue Dirt Draft Hot Laps here at the Bridgeport Motorsports Park for the Doug Hoffman Memorial. And the 60 over special. Race 2 for the New Jersey Quality Drywall South Region Modified and Belmont's Garage South Region Sportsman. The next short track Super Series race will not be until the month of May, and that'll be at the Accord Speedway in New York. And that'll be the North Region opener. The High Torque of New York Modified and Madsen Overhead Door North Region Sportsman Series opener. So a heartbreaker for Jim Wires, setting quick time so far in this heat race group, but came up light at the scale, so that will take him out of contention for that.
So to put Ryan Simmons in that slot, since nobody from this group was able to beat Simmons' second fast time in that first group. Now Ethan Bill came close. The 14B car came into the realm here with the 17.674. So the 17.674 did not upseat Ryan Simmons. 17.625 will give him the slot that Jimmy Wires was just sitting in a moment ago.
Yeah, so Ryan Simmons quickest in heat group number 2, but so far Joe Toth still the quickest in the Fast Line Performance Hot Lap Hero. Heat group number 3A coming out, Ryan Heim out of Parkertown, New Jersey. Car number 18, the A1 Spray Foam Installation sponsored race car. The Millman's Napa Auto Parts Easy Work Truck 7J, Jaron Millman out of Milford, Delaware. Tom Moore Jr., the BW Electrical. M&M Trailers, Training Tales Doggy Daycare, number 59 out of Middletown, Delaware. Also, Donovan Lucier from Quebec, Canada. He is out there in the Boysenau Remortgage number 61. And we also have Michael Beckett out of Oakland, New Jersey. He is in the Rage Karts Black Horse Diner number 22. He was a first-year Sportsman driver here last season, made the top 10 in track points. Was also a former two-time champion on the quarter mile and slingshot competition. That's the first half of heat group number 3 for the Sportsman. We'd also like to say thank you to BA Custom Headers. After the conclusion of heat races, top qualifiers take part in the BA Custom Headers redraw. With more than 25 years in the header fabrication business, BA Custom Headers of Genoa, New York can customize your power curve for a broader range of power. Each header or exhaust setup has been tried and tested and chosen by top modified and late model teams across the country. BA Performance Headers on the web at baheaders.com or on Facebook, BA Headers, and Instagram at BA Headers. Dirt Draft Hot Laps continuing. This is the first half of heat race group number 3. They get a green, a white, and a checker. Over 40 sportsmen signed in tonight. We had 32 for hot laps last night. We got over 40 signed in today, so we gained some. What do we got, Tim?
Well, Ryan Heim puts himself up top on the number 18 machine down there in turn number 2 right now. Came home with a 17.674. Did not upseat Joe Toth, 17.590. But for this first group in heat number 3, it looks like it's going to be the Ryan Heim car, the 18 machine over Donovan Lucier and Tom Moore.
All right, second half of heat number 3 coming trackside. We have Justin Newhart out of Slatington, Pennsylvania. He's in the Crussy's Auto and Truck Sales, Galley Equipment Services 14N. Brian Rogers in the Delaware Building Supply 191 out of Hartley, Delaware. Dakota Kohler out of Kutztown and the Haley's Automotive, number 59K, also sponsored by Hoffman's Discount Parts and Mass Mutual. We've got Nick Van Wickel, Niaros Industries, number 41 out of Jacksonville, New Jersey. And Matt Peck out of Gibbstown, New Jersey, in the BK Trucking, Danny's Pizza Pizzazz, number 51. He was one of our timed drivers already into the starting lineup during last night's time sessions for the Sportsman. That's the second half of heat group number 3. for the Sportsman here at Bridgeport, known as the Iceless Sportsman. On the series, this is a Belmont's Garage South Region Sportsman event. Again, the whole weekend being sponsored by Iceless. Thanks to Iceless for being the sponsor last night and again tonight here at Bridgeport Motorsports Park.
Checkered coming out this time. Matt Peck upsets the apple cart with a 17.585. Takes Joe Toth down off the top shelf. Peck in the BW Trucking Danny's Pizza Pizzazz 51 car. He is now your fastest timer so far out here this afternoon for the Iceless Sportsman. Peck, the 51, with a big smile on his mug.
Matt Peck will be the fast timer in heat race group number 3, 17.585. And he is so far now your fast line performance hot lap hero for the Sportsman. All right, qualifier number 4. This is the first half coming trackside. Nick Zielinski out of Waterville, New York. Utica Rome regular. The Zielinski Asphalt number 11. Moving trackside, Matt Ellery out of South Plainfield, New Jersey. New Egypt Speedway driver. He's in the Ellery's Restaurant. Supreme Heating and Air Conditioning number 29. Braden Shelton out of Hatfield, Pennsylvania. Grandview regular to Jesse's Cleanouts. Forgegate Towing number 39B. Justin Miller out of Bloomingburg, New York. Driving in the Fulton Well and Pump number 66M. Jimmy Leiby in the Gridiron Services 9L out of West Milford, New Jersey. That is the first half of heat group number 4. Here we go with the first half of heat race group number 4 for the Short Track Super Series Belmont's Garage Sportsman. Matt Ellery to the top of the board, followed by Jimmy Leiby. Matt Ellery, 17.748 for Matt Ellery. Jimmy Leiby, 17.807. Then Braden Shelton, Nick Zielinski, and Justin Miller. So there's the first half of Heat 4. Heat 4, second half coming out. Todd English out of Clearfield, Pennsylvania. Races in Western Pennsylvania. Out at Lernerville. He's in the English Construction 711. James Hill, Jamin' James Hill of Laurel, Delaware. He is a regular in Delaware International and Georgetown Speedways. Also coming out, Brandon Shipley out of Hamilton in the Scarpati Scrap Iron and Metal number 02. George Schweigert III in the Schweigert Sugar Shack number 12. He's out of Woodhull, New York. And Stephen Kembry, last week's winner at the Port Royal Speedway, former track champion here at Bridgeport in the U.S. Electrical Services. BK Sheet Metal number 69K. He is out of Sicklerville, New Jersey.
Brandon Shipley, of course, coming out here this afternoon, celebrating his 21st birthday. So, of course, great to see him blow out those birthday cake candles in Victory Lane tonight. Shipley, first time here. He was here last night for Hot Laps, and he's got his 21st birthday cake waiting for him at home.
I remember when he started his racing career on the quarter mile in at 270.
Wow.
Then he had to stop. You know why? He was too tall. He couldn't get in it anymore, so they got him a Sportsman. All right. We're underway. Second half of heat group number 4. The JBS Construction number 69 of James Hill out there.
Sweetest ride on the track, George Schweiger from Woodhall, the maple syrup and, of course, maple syrup processing equipment company. The maple syrup farmer from up there in Woodhall, New York, 32-year-old pilot with the sweetest ride on the speedway.
Yeah, George was his first year on the series last year. Made all North and South region races from home base in Woodhall.
That's a lot of maple syrup.
Yes, it is. They ate the Port Royal last week because they said they were very tired because they've been draining the syrup out of the trees, getting ready, doing their work. All right, who do we got here? Stephen Kemery. 17.672 for Stephen Kemery. Stephen Kemery with the quickest time in heat group number 4, 17.672. Matt Ellery, Jimmy Leiby, Braden Shelton, Brandon Shipley was up to 5th spot. So our Fast Line Performance Hot Lap hero for the Sportsman will be Matt Peck. Matt Peck, 17.585. He is your Fast Line Performance Sportsman Hot Lap hero. He'll get the $50 bonus. Modifieds coming out on the speedway. There will be 3 qualifying heat races, so there will be split in half as well. Billy Pouch out of Frenchtown, New Jersey, driving car number 1. Former 3-time track champion here at the Speedway. Also coming out, the Neshannock Station hired gun for Dan Sommeling in the number 51. Ryan Cratchin, the Danny's Pizza Pizzazz BK Trucking number 51. Bobby Hackle the 4th out of East Greenbush, New York, the number 97. Hackle in the Killer Crate Racing Products, Gogart Motorsports number 97. Alex Payne from Canandaigua, New York, in the English Construction, Nardozzi Paving and Construction. Ohio Logistics number 78. Matt Stengel in the Ace Materials, Active Disposal number 6 from Neshannock Station, New Jersey. 5 cars are out there. Those are the first half of heat group number 1 of 3 heats today for the Short Track Super Series New Jersey Quality Drywall Modifieds here at Bridgeport, the Danny's Pizza Pizzazz Modifieds. Looking to become the ATL Fuel Cell Hot Lap hero as Dirt Draft Hot Laps continue here at Bridgeport. Short Track Super Series starter Joe Chris on the stand with Kevin Golden, the starter here at Bridgeport Motorsports Park. What do we got, Tim? Who's fastest so far?
Well, so far it is Matt Stengel. Matty Ice, they call him here at the Speedway with the number 6 cars, 16.287. 16.287, first group of modifieds on the Speedway. And Matty Ice with the Ace Materials and Handling number 6 car puts himself right now in a very good position. Even Billy Pouch Sr. back to spot number 5. That's pretty cool.
Indeed.
Alex Payne, Bobby Hackle, Ryan Cratchin, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
All right, second half of heat number 1. We'll find Cale Ross out of Lambertville, New Jersey. The BT Tools RAS Processing Equipment number 112. Cole Stengel out of Neshannock Station, New Jersey. Feature winner here last year in the Quality Drywall Conover Trucking number 20C. Stuart Friesen out of Sprakers, New York. He's into Homer International Bar Contracting 44. Paul Mancini out of New Gretna, New Jersey. He's driving the Mancini Custom Home 7M. H.J. Bunning out of Milford, Delaware. He is driving the I.G. Burton dealerships, L&W Insurance, Edis Catering number 30, and Billy Osmond III, one of our fast timers last night. He's driving car number 81, sponsored by GMAC Construction and Hunter and Storage. Billy Osmond III. That is the second half of heat group number 1. We are inverting 3 in the modified division for the heat race assignments. Inverting 3. Don't forget, we'd like to say thanks to the sponsor of our Caution Flag, SRI Performance, the Caution Flag at Short Track Super Series events presented by SRI Performance of Mooresville, North Carolina, the leader in new and used race car parts. SRI Performance, a recognized NASCAR competition partner. SRI Performance, part of the larger SRI group, which encompasses stock car, steel, and aluminum, SRI Dirt and Drag, as well as SRI Indianapolis. To learn more, visit SRIperformance.com. The Caution Flag today, when it waves, sponsored by SRI Performance. Dirt Draft Hot Laps continuing, trying to become now for the modified division, the ATL Fuel Cell Modified Hot Lap Hero. As Matt Peck is the Fastline Performance Sportsman Hot Lap Hero this afternoon. We got a new driver atop of the board, Tim.
Yes, we do. Stewie Stuart Friesen aboard the Halbar, number 44 car. Friesen upsets everything with a 16.256. 16.256. Just edging out Matt Stangel's 16.287 lap time. So put Stewie in the top of the heap right now.
So Friesen, Stangl, and Payne, the 3 fastest. They'll get inverted for the heat race. Then Mancini, Bunting, Hackle, Krachin, Ross, Osmond, and Cole Stangl, the top 10 in that order. So that's heat number 1. Heat number 2 coming out for Dirt Draft Hot Laps, and these are the first half. The defending Short Track Super Series New Jersey Quality Drywall South Region champion and defending winner of the Short Track Super Series race here last July out of Cummington Township, Pennsylvania, the Mills Napa Auto Parts Easy Work Trucks 84Y, Kid Rocket Alex Jankowski. Former track champion here and the defending New Egypt champ out of Ringo's, New Jersey in the Ellery's Restaurant, Camp Out Incorporated. Izzy Trucking and Rigging number 26, Ryan Godown out of Ringo's, New Jersey. The defending track champion here at Bridgeport. It was his first title here out of Frenchtown, New Jersey. Driving the Marbles Welding, Portable Welding, and Heavy Truck Repair number 1. The Pioneer Bull Buildings race car, Billy Pouch Jr. Craig Pellegrini driving in the 9A in the Atlas Real Estate Driven Racing Oil, Espresso Martini, Moratino's Pizza number 9A. Joseph Watson out of Milford, Delaware, driving the 21W. Those are the first half of heat group number 2. That's the Auto Gallery 21W for Joseph Watson. What do we got first half, Tim?
All right, Billy Pouch Jr. with a 16.363. Still didn't edge out Stuart Friesen 16.256, but the fastest of this first part of group number 3. So again, Billy Pouch Jr., the kid's kid, in that Marvel Portable Welding. Number 1 car, 16.363.
All right, second half of heat group number 2 will be Danny Morgevitz out of Goshen, New York, Short Track Super Series regular. He is in the Schuback Sod Farm, number 15M. Marshall Hurd out of Endwell, New York. He is in the number 58. 58M for Marshall Hurd. Marshall Hurd in the Mid-State Recycling 58M. Danny Buck out of Pipersville, the Craig and Leslie Pondus, CNS Equipment, Shortload Concrete. Banks Tree Service, number 6. We have Ryan Watt in the Ronnie's Auto Repair. Ivy Settlement Group, Bridgeport Auto Parts 14W, 4-time track champion here, 3-time Short Track Super Series South Region champion. Tyler Dipple out of Wallkill, New York, the American Electric 1D. And one of our fast timers last night, Logan Watt out of Boyertown, Pennsylvania, the Ronnie's Auto Repair, Bob Hilbert Sportswear, Stringer's Collision, number 4M, the Spark Plug out there, also out of Boyertown, Pennsylvania. Second half of heat group number 2 for Dirt Draft Hot Laps here at Bridgeport Motorsports Park, part of the Doug Hoffman Memorial 60 Over Special. Billy Pounce Jr. so far at the top of the list. Not for long.
Wow. Danny Buck, the 16301. Still not upseating Friesen, but the best of this group so far is Danny Buck out of Pipersville. That 16301, the C&S Grocers, number 60 car.
Logan Watt getting close there. Still faster than Dad.
Yeah, again, like he did last night. Danny Buck improving his time at a 16.151. 16.151. Put Danny Buck down on the top slot for the modifieds. Off 100. 16.152.
Yeah, 16.152. Danny Buck. He is now your ATL Fuel Cell Hot Lap hero. Fastest in heat group number 2 behind Danny Buck, Logan Watt, Billy Pouch Jr. They'll be the top 3 to get inverted. Ryan Watt, Tyler Dipple, Alex Jankowski, Ryan Godown, Joseph Watson, Marshall Hurd, and Danny Morgevitz. That's heat number 2. Heat number 3, the first half, rolling trackside. Justin Grasso out of Montgomery, New Jersey. The Grasso Homes, Yaros Paving number J24. Dylan Stoyer, last week's big winner of the Speed Showcase at Port Royal. In the Northeastern Office Supply, Polack Farms 6D. 3-time feature winner here last year out of Bohemia, New York. Out of Quakertown, the Dimension Pole Buildings. Beacon Building Products number 20, the Quaker Shaker Rick Laubach. Neil Williams out of Pittsgrove, New Jersey, winner here last season in the Sal DeBruno Overhead Door of South Jersey. Thornton's Golf, Christ Electrical Contracting, Tuckahoe Turf Farm 0 car, and also Mike Franz out of National Park, New Jersey. The Franz Garage Sakani's Pizza number 2. First half of heat group number 3.
Yeah, the Quaker Shaker looking good out of the box so far with a 16.334. Checker flag coming out this time. And it will be Scooby Laubach in the 20 car for the 16.334. Didn't upseat Buck, but he's put himself in the top shelf for this half of this group.
Yes, indeed. One more hot lap here for the modifieds, the second half of Group 3. We'll find Brandon Grasso out of Montgomery, New Jersey, the Grasso Homes York Fence, number 32, former New Egypt champ. Matt Shepard, our defending High Torque of New York North Region and Ollie's overall champion. Matt Shepard in the Herlock Audubon Speed Givens Produce. Gibblehouse family. Elmo's Pit Stop, number 9S, out of Savannah, New York. Tanner Van Doren out of Schnecksville, Pennsylvania. The Prime Design Landscapes, RG Hoffman Electric. Hoffman Discount Parts, number 27. Anthony Perego out of Walden, New York. In the Tire Discount Centers, Vinny Salerno, number 4. And Dominic Buffalino, another one of our quick timers last night, driving in the Big Spring Car Wash. Benita Heineman, number 126. Dominic out of Sayreville, New Jersey. That's the second half of heat group number 3 as we get ready to wind them up for Dirt Draft Hot Laps and find out who will be our ATL Fuel Cell Modified Hot Lap Hero. Final half of heat group number 3. We have 4-cylinder hot laps coming up after this. This will be our final dirt draft hot lap of the afternoon. So far, the Quaker Shaker, he was a feature winner here last year. Top 5 on the all-time Bridgeport Motorsports Park win list. Most of those coming on the old 5/8 mile. Ho-ho!
Yes. Dominic Buffalino coming in initially with a 16.303. Checker flag coming out. We'll see if he can top that or somebody else will best him.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Dominic Buffalino, 16.303. Quickest Dominic Buffalino, 16.303. Rick Laubach, second. Neil Williams, third. They will be inverted at the top of this heat race. Then Matt Shepard, Tanner Van Doren, Brandon Grasso, Anthony Perego, Justin Grasso, Mike Franz, and Dylan Stoyer. So there you go. That is your dirt draft hot laps for the modified. So your ATL Fuel Cell modified hot lap hero will be Danny Buck. Danny Buck, for the first time, will get an ATL Fuel Cell hot lap hero, and he will join Matt Peck as the Fastline Performance Sportsman hot lap hero. All right, we still have the 4 cylinders to warm up yet. We'd like to say thanks to a couple of more people. Bicknell Racing Products sponsoring Victory Lane when the checker flag drops at every 2025 Short Track Super Series event. Drivers will be celebrating at Bicknell Racing Products Victory Lane. Bicknell Racing Products got its start when Pete Bicknell was in high school building his first race car as a senior project. More than 40 years later, the St. Catharines, Ontario chassis manufacturer has developed into the industry leader with state-of-the-art equipment and facilities in St. Catharines, Ontario, and Niagara Falls, New York. Visit BicknellRacingProducts.com, like Bicknell Racing Products on Facebook, follow at Bicknell Racing on X, or Bicknell_Racing_Products on Instagram. Bicknell Racing Products will be sponsoring Victory Lane again in 2025. Bicknell Racing Products sponsors Victory Lane. We also have a couple of wingless sprints here taking a couple of laps. One of them was Michael Beckett. He was out in his Sportsman earlier.
Sure, Beckett becoming a 2-time driver over the winter months, picking up the ride in the Line-Decker Racing Engines number 27 wingless sprinter. And, of course, there's the second entry this year for Danny Leeper out of Perkiomenville, Pennsylvania, the Foley Cat number 24 car. So Dan Leeper and his wingless 24L. And, of course, Michael Beckett, Sportsman campaigner here at the Speedway, and now also a wingless sprint car campaigner as well.
Thanks again. As we said, Bicknell Racing Products sponsoring Victory Lane. Barron's Performance Warehouse sponsoring the modified white flag one to go. Before they reach Bicknell Racing Products Victory Lane, drivers take Barron's Performance Warehouse white flag one to go on all STSS modified events. Barron's Performance Warehouse, founded by Harry Barron in 1972 as Barron's Speed Center, a general speed and tire shop aimed at the general automotive market. In 1982, the decision was made to focus on the parts and service market and leave behind Harry's career as a driver. The Speed Center has grown to be a nationally known leader in the automotive racing industry. Barron's Performance Warehouse, located at 38 Meadow Road, Florida, New York, can be found on the web at barrons.com or by phone at 845-651-7389. To Bicknell Racing Products Victory Lane, and in the modifieds, before they get there, it is Barron's Performance Warehouse white flag. In the Sportsman, it's the Exotic brand. White flag one to go. The Exotic brand, established in 2019, is a multimedia public relations company based in upstate New York. The Exotic brand striving to set a standard in the industry with a modern and unique approach to your idea every time. Offering PR management and social media content, graphic design, business management, and more. We strive to change the way your world is viewed, like the Exotic brand on Facebook or at the Exotic brand _ on Facebook. The Exotic brand Sportsman, white flag, one to go.
Got to remind everybody here on the campus of the Bridgeport Motorsports Park, 50/50s being sold throughout the grandstands, throughout the entire campus, the back to the pit area as well, and downstairs behind the grandstand area. Got to be in it to win. It's going to be a big early season giveaway here today. See a gal come by, get out a couple of dollars, give her some hollers, and get around over, get into the big fan giveaway here. Our weekly 50/50, you could walk home with a big pocket full of cash and about 12 new friends following you that you never knew you had. See them come by, get into the big fan giveaway here today, our weekly 50/50. Hot lap session for the 4 cylinders. Eric Degler, the 19, coming off a great season here at the Speedway. The 50 was Johnny Parker. 13T, Kevin Carr, first time at the Speedway, was not here last week or last night. Roger Coomer in the 74K car looking very strong last night here for the first time kickoff in 2025. Rob Wiles, pin number P38 car. And the 19 of Braden Morrison.
All right, folks, we have completed all of our dirt draft hot laps, and we've determined our Fastline Performance Sportsman Hot Lap Hero, ATL Fuel Cell Modified Hot Lap Hero. And coming up next in just a few moments, they're going to do a little track prep, and we'll get ready for Penske Racing Shock opening ceremonies. Before the official green flag of the night drops, Penske Racing Shocks presenting opening ceremonies. Penske Racing Shocks, the industry leader in providing high-quality racing shocks for automotive vehicles, motorcycles, and off-road vehicles. Every single shock built, machined, and hand-built. There are no assembly lines, no stamped-out pieces, no offshore manufacturing. The personalized attention provided to every product sold provides the finest reliability, consistency, and performance. Learn more on the web at PenskeShocks.com. Like Penske Shocks on Facebook. Follow at Penske Shocks on X or at Penske Racing Shocks on Instagram. Penske Racing Shocks opening ceremonies will coming up in just a few moments. At this time, we'll be stepping aside and taking a commercial break. You're watching the Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series, fueled by Sunoco from the Bridgeport Motorsports Park.